Good morning. In this video, I want to talk about goals. Specifically, like setting goals that inspire you. So this video is going to be all about goal setting and how not to set your goals. I want to share with you some of my own insights about how my perspectives towards goals have actually changed my day to day. First and foremost, if you are lacking in motivation, it could be a result of goal setting. If you set the right kind of goals, you would have this zest and desire to literally jump out of bed in the morning. And at the same time, if you have big enough goals, when there are some tasks that are being done, having these bigger goals is going to help you from being too overexcited about certain outcomes of things. For example, outside of InspireAtRandom, I also have my main business. And outside of my main business, I also have InspireAtRandom. I am not over dependent on the outcomes of either one because I truly believe that there is big income coming along the way in my primary business. And at the same time, even if the projects don't come on time, I know that within a couple of months or a year, InspireAtRandom is going to have such a large audience that it's going to generate significant revenue. Either way, I'm totally fine with whatever I do. And I remember the time when I used to be so attached to every single outcome. If something along the roadmap doesn't run to plan, didn't get something in on time, or out of a lot of work and effort, we got to a dead end and someone said no. That used to get me so disheartened. But when there are all these bigger goals, X amount of money from doing X amount of things, all these other things in between are just part of a much bigger picture. And as I constantly work towards all these other things that make up this bigger picture, I always have so many things to do. I know some of you, like when you're working on certain projects, and comment down beneath this video if that is true for you. I'd love to even hear your sharing about how your current goals affect your current behaviors. I used to be waiting for certain things to happen, and if they didn't, I'll be so let down. Some of my co-workers, they ask me, how are you so chill? How are you so detached from the outcome? I was like, I've always got better things to do. Basically, I allocate time for various aspects like meditation, fitness, eating, ping pong training, content creation, and it's work, networking, all these stuff. It always goes on. So if I could connect things to an analogy, having a bigger picture, it's like you are like this train map, right? Train map has all these stations. Before I used to be attached to whether people are going to get on this station, people are going to get on this station, or let's say if everyone got on this station, there's no one next on the next station. But then again, across from here to there, and then the train map goes like that. It's like covering a whole massive area. So there's bound to be people to pick up. There's bound to be opportunity. And if not here, the next stop, what do I worry? I don't worry. And if not now, the next hour, there's always something happening. It's always something to do. Now I want to talk about goals that inspire, goals that are within control. Right? A lot of children, when they're told about setting goals, and even some adults, it's funny how some people, they think in that childlike way. Childlike way is good for certain things, but in goal setting, we cannot possibly be thinking that my goal is my dad gets me a rocket ship, or my goal is for Megatron to land in my house backyard. Your goal should never ever be something that's outside of your control. Your goal should not depend on other people. However, if we were to just tweak these very wayward goals around, like I would do the necessary to have Megatron land in my backyard. If my dad was a rocket scientist, I would inspire him to have a rocket ship named after me. Something like that is within control. Let's say if your goal is, I want people in the workplace to respect me more, then instead your goal should be more like, I would like to command more respect at the workplace, because that is something that you can change. This was actually something that was true for me because I manifested that I would have more respect and more decision-making power at the workplace, and it actually turned out to be the case because all these were something that were within my control. So by changing the way that I behaved, by changing the way that I got tasks done, by changing the way that I was responsible and showed up for the various responsibilities, naturally I was given more decision power, naturally I was given more respect, naturally I had more controlling power in regards to how things were being done. Finally, rather than give you a whole lecture about type of goals and whether your goal is big enough, I also would like to refer you to another resource that I've previously done, which is the type A, type B, type C kind of goals. Learn about what they are. Most of these big motivational inspiring goals are actually the type C goals. So go check them out in this other video up here somewhere. But go check it out and get into that. Finally, I'd like to share that I do have a community called InspireAtRandom. It's on the school.com platform. If you are into manifesting your dreams into a reality that you and your loved ones can partake, then let's lock arms, lock in, and start manifesting these things into your life inside of my community. The link is down in the video description. it's school.com/inspireatrandom. I look forward to seeing you inside. Goodbye.